Hello YouTube and welcome to another one of my Duel Links videos. So today I have for you an Elemental Hero Neos deck. Now this was a special request by one of my subscribers and a person that really supports the channel and my streams, my videos, everything. Pichu Lover. He used this deck against me during the stream and pretty much destroyed me immediately. And he wanted me to show Elemental Hero Neos some love, so I'm gonna head and show you his deck. Aside for a couple of changes that I made, this is all his deck list, and it's pretty cool. It might seem a bit random at first, but it works. So we're running 3 Elemental Hero Neos. Obviously is the main engine of the deck. We have 2 Oversoul to special summon it from the graveyard. We also run 1 Birthright for the same reason. And we run 1 Elemental Hero Necroshade, which once it hits the grave you can normal summon Neos from your hand without tributing. So that's pretty cool. We use Blazeman in order to get either Necroshade or Elemental Hero Neos into the grave so that we can bring it back. But we also run this card right here, Wonder Balloons. Now when I first saw this, when I first saw him using this, I was like, I thought I was getting tilted by some sort of Wonder Balloon lock, and no, it's actually a pretty nice tech in this deck, because obviously if you draw into your Neos, they're not that doesn't do you a lot of good unless you have Necroshade in the grave. If you draw into Necroshade, it's pretty much a dead card, because you're not gonna tribute summon for it. You can send it to the grave with Blazeman. So having Wonder Balloons can help you, use those cards that would otherwise be dead. So you can use them to send Necroshade to the grave. You can use them to send Neos to the grave, and you get the the 300 attack debuff for any card, for each card that you discard. So let's just thinking about off the top of my head, Bikini, if they lose 300, they're 2400, so Neos can beat that. I guess you would need 2 cards for Black Ninja to make them 2200, but anyway, it can help your Neos get over stuff. It can help your Elemental Hero Heat, which is going to be 1800 on summon, and from then it's going to gain 200 attack for each other Elemental Hero monster you control. So that's pretty cool. We run 2 of those. We run 1 New Space Pathfinder. It's an 1800 warrior. Unfortunately, it's not an elemental hero, so it doesn't pair with like heat. You can't send it to the grave with Blazeman or anything like that. But we run 1 so that we can search Neo Space, which is gonna give our Elemental Hero Neos a 500 attack boost. Other than that, that's pretty much it for the deck. I added the 3 enemy controllers. I think he was just running 2, and I also added Righteous Justice, just to have something to deal with, back row. The important thing to remember about this card is that the destruction is mandatory. So if you have 2 if you have 2 Elemental Hero monsters, you must destroy 2 cards, whether they're both your opponents or one is your opponent's and one of them is yours. We're using Restart as the skill because, like I said, with the 3 Neos and the Necroshade, you can brick from time to time, so it's nice to have that Restart skill. Let's go ahead and show you some of these replays, and shout outs to Pichu. You want me to show Neos some love, man, so here it is. First replay going up against Mako. We're gonna go second. Balance Mako. I can't remember what they were using. But anyway, right off the top, I don't like the hand. I want Blazeman or Oversoul in my starting hand. Here I didn't get much better, but he actually doesn't summon anything, so I can't remember why. I don't know if this was oh, that's why it was ice barriers. Yeah, so that's why he didn't do anything turn 1. Obviously they can't do anything without their triangle, and if there's nothing on the field for them to target, then they can't do anything. So he goes for the OTK, kind of. I don't know why he didn't summon another monster here. So I just used one enemy controller on the big one to keep myself alive. I have another one. So now I have Blazeman. I go ahead and dump a Neos right away in case I draw into Oversoul or anything like that. Destroy the big boy. He's gonna destroy my my Blazeman, but I have no idea why he didn't activate Dance Princess of the Barrier again. So I'm able to save my enemy controller even though I only have 200 life points because I knew that with that triangle he was pretty much screwed. So now I have my birthright. I also have Neo Space, which is gonna make my Neo's 3,000 attack, and that's pretty much it. Again, if Ice Barriers fails to OTK, then you pretty much you should be able to come back and beat them. Next, we're going up against the Bandit Keith. Alright. So I keep seeing all these leaks about new cards and potentially a new box, and I can't wait until we get the official announcement that, you know, we're getting a new box. I'm almost at 9,999 gems again, so I can't wait to open some packs. But anyway, here we do start with Birthright and Blazeman, so that's great. I go ahead and activate Neo Space so that whenever if I need to summon my elemental hero Neos during his turn, it's gonna be a 3,000 attack monster. Oh, and we're actually going up against Psychics. So there we see the Psychic board. He's got Destructron, but I can just chain my Birthright and it's not gonna get destroyed anymore. I don't have a way of protecting Blazeman, but I was pretty certain that he wasn't gonna be able to get over my my Neos. And then I have Oversoul for the following turn, because when you activate Blazeman's effect, you can't special summon anymore for the rest of that turn. So he's got another board. Gonna go up to 2,500, destroy my Blazeman, but it doesn't look like he has any sort of back row or anything like that. So with the Oversoul and my Elemental Hero Heat, I'm able to just finish the game. He's got Timescaper, which I thought it was neat that he was using that card. I haven't played around with it, but I think the way to use it would be either pair with something like I don't know, golden apples, or, you know, something that's gonna benefit you having no monsters, you know what I mean? So I don't know, I'll have to play around with it. I love the artwork, so I wish, you know, I wish I could come up with some a nice way of using it. And I only have two, which I think is probably all you need. Esperoba hasn't given me my third one, or a second Pulse Mine. But here we're going up against the 3-star Demotion Ninjas. He goes with the Black Ninja, nothing else. So I go for Wonder Balloons. Discard my Neos, discard my second copy of Wonder Balloons. Then I special summon Neos with the Oversoul. He goes for the Banishing effect, which is completely fine because I have Blazeman. I can just send the Neos, he's gonna become 2,500. And I get right over that Black Dragon Ninja. I get my Neos back. He sets a monster. I drew into Heat, and I think that's the one I'm going to use to attack, because yeah, I was afraid of Abisu going into transformation or something like that. But that's it. Ninjas get tilted by Wonder Balloons and Neos. I thought it was really funny whenever I had that duel. Let's see, where are we at? Now we have Odion. And this was Chain Burn, I believe, or Chain Reaction. I go for the restart because actually I don't know why I went for restart. That hand was pretty good, but I pretty much draw the same hand except I have Econ instead of Wonder Balloons. So I go ahead and dump the Necro Shade so I can normal summon Neos during my next turn. He goes for Mask of the Accursed, which is fine because I have Righteous Justice and I can use that to destroy the Mask of the Accursed. He's got Massive Morph, which is going to be annoying. Puts it on my Neos. Go ahead and Righteous Justice the 2. He doesn't chain the Windstorm, which I thought was pretty odd. He's going to be taking 2500. Has the Amazonic Swordswoman, so I have to Econ, otherwise I would have taken a ton of damage. And I decided to not summon my Blazeman because I wanted to leave my spot open to activate Birthright during the battle phase. And there he's forced to use his second Massive Morph, which again, really annoying, but now he's in a top deck situation. He's got 1500 life points. I have no idea what he drew into, but he can't activate it, I believe. And I just send a Heat so I can get my placement to over 1500, finishing off the game that way. And for our last replay, we're going up against Mindscan Cyber Angels. One of those decks that just will not go away, even, you know, in King of Games where you're not really trying to get any higher. But anyway, they go first, I believe. And I use Restart because I don't like my hand. I don't have any way of getting Neos into the grave, even though I had Birthright and Oversoul. And this is a better hand because I have Birthright, I have an enemy controller, which is obviously the card you want to see whenever you're going up against Cyber Angels. Surprisingly, he pretty much goes all in right here. Goes for the Odion, you know, using Ben 10. So he's gonna get 2 searches. Gets the Dakini. And then just adds the Machine Angel Ritual back, which I thought it was odd. He then goes for Dakini right away, triggering both of his monsters. He is gonna have a 3700 Dakini, so I guess, my man. But it's turn 1. I didn't really understand why he did that. But that allows me to make the next play you're gonna see. I have 2 enemy controllers, so I decided to keep one on the field and use the other one to go ahead and put 3700 damage on this man. Because as long as I can stop this Dakini with my second enemy controller, my Elemental Hero Neos should be able to protect the rest of my life points. And basically that's what I was banking on. So he's got a Sonic Bird, he's gonna search for another Absolute Ritual, summon another Odion. And here I thought he was gonna summon another Dakini, which would have been really problematic. But he just goes into the battle step, so all I have to do is stop the Dakini and just take his 2 hits. There was no reason to summon my Neos, and then, you know, maybe he was sitting on an Econ at the hand, so instead, just during my turn, I summon Neos, attack into the Sonic Bird, and finish him up. There you go, Cyber Angels taking down Ninjas and, I'm sorry, Elemental Hero Neos taking down Cyber Angels and Ninjas with Wonder Balloons. But anyway, that's gonna be it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Shoutouts to Pichu again for, you know, sharing me the deck list. I hope you enjoyed this video, my man. Shoutouts to you. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. As always, like, comment, and subscribe if you want. Join my Discord if you haven't. The link's gonna be down in the description, along with my PayPal link if you guys would consider supporting me, so we can get this new PC rolling. And that's it. Till next time.